Hello, this is Mike, NoStressMike.com. And hey, Rex, and Rex. And uh, I kind of a reminder. Um, I give myself a haircut uh, about the same time I cut my fingernails, and that's about uh, every 2 weeks. And I might skip the haircut to the next one, but normally I'll try to do it. And even Rex, I give Rex salmon oil in her dog food, and I take what's that, the oil kind of stuff. I forgot what it is, but I double up on that. What they tell you to take, I take double. Uh, and I've noticed my skin. We went through the winter or through the summer, and my skin never got dry, and even my feet, uh, they stayed good and stuff like that. And I made me start thinking. I wonder uh, how well people maintain themselves. Um, you already know I work out in the morning. Not what I think is really weird. It's not really stressful type working out, but I do a lot of stretching. About 15 minutes of stretching in bed before I get out of bed in the morning, and then I load Rex up and we go out and then run her, and then I do uh, my Tai Chi and do some exercises with different types of weapons. And I was just wondering, I see all these young people with the funny kind of hair and tattoos all over them, and I don't know uh, if maintaining themselves is a priority or not. I talked to a lot of young men, and they one thing they all share is the women, the girls, uh, they don't seem to be quite what they were expecting, and one of the things is appearance, and I don't know if this is a priority, not only for the young people, but as we age. I notice I try to take care of myself all the time. I mean, the skin. If you remember, the skin is the biggest. I think it's the biggest organ in the body. Is the skin. So, and I was watching on YouTube, and they were talking about how France, they never took baths, and I've always heard that, but this was back in the 15th century, and how everything stink real bad, and that's why there's so much perfume and this type of stuff. And also, remember, their life expectancy was really short, and uh, I don't think people understand the importance of appearance. And one of the reasons why I maintain myself and I try to keep myself looking halfway decent is because one reason, I've owned my own business all my life, and so you want to look like someone, you know, you don't want to. How you look at the business owners you see. Now, you don't see them with funky looking hair and you know piercing and all this kind of stuff. It's, uh, you want to look respectful because you expect respect. And one reason the young kids are, the police are getting the young kids, if you're 20 years old and you get pulled over for something, you're going to get a whole lot more hassle than me at 73. I'm not going to get hassled near as much as what those people will be. And one of the reasons is you look respectful. And when you look respectful, you start acting respectful. And respectful means respectful towards others, not only yourself. And a lot of times I avoid problems because of my appearance. Just like everybody. Everybody, the criminals are always looking for someone weak, and so if you look weak and frail and stuff, they're looking for you. But if you can stand strong and act respectful, they don't really want to mess with you. And like I say, my work is I used to when I worked. I did a lot of fighting, and the fighting, and I've heard it. Any old guys know, when you get older, you cheat more. So that's why old guys, less likely to lose a fight. And because I put myself in these situations, it's easier for me to get positive results. And because you look it. And remember, I had the beard and stuff. Well, when you get like that, it's harder for people to treat you respectfully. And then you don't whine and bitch. If there's something wrong, you just say there's something wrong with it, and then most of the time they'll correct it. But when you act, like a sissy, no, this no good. Well, then it's harder for them to work with and stuff. But seldom do I tell somebody what to do. I mean, when you're in the business, you own your own business, you're telling people what to do. But when you're not in business, you don't really tell people what to do. And so seldom I tell people what to do. But when I tell people something and they have to do it, they listen. And now through time and experiences, I've learned the proper time to tell and suggest, and I've observed this, and but there is a time when I tell people. And I mentioned that I was at a meeting with militia, and I just sat back and just all eager like a nobody, and listened to what they were doing. And then once the meeting was over, well, then I acted respectfully and let them know what I do, because they don't have any idea what I do. And I told them before the meeting to look up nostressmike.com. It's easier for me to work with people when they know who I am, because you're not used to people like me. And and I hate to, like I did at the meeting, I have to explain everything. There's a reason why I am the way I am. And and then and I gave him some gold and this stuff, and they were shocked. Well, yeah, they're shocked. They're not used to somebody like me. So I had to get their attention. I had to let them know uh, my skills and what I teach. And that's what I explained to them. You know, when things are really bad, I have no problems telling people what to do, and they listen to me. Now, and that's why in the United States it's kind of tough because everybody's got such a spoiled life. Uh, they're weak, and you know they just kind of go along. You can tell by this virus thing we went through. Everybody went along with it. It's not even a law, you know, a mandate. Okay, who makes mandates? I can make a mandate. Anybody can make a mandate, you know. And these people listen to them, you know, without thinking, you know. And that's what I'm saying. And I don't know why. You can look at them and you can tell these are idiots. They don't know what they're talking about. Me, I love people asking me questions, so I can explain it. That's why when I'm facing people, talking to people, it's a lot easier if you know about me. And so then it's a lot easier to talk. And I'll go into as much detail as I need to help you understand what the purpose, what our goal is. And but anyway, appearance is a big thing. And I'm looking for now. I'm trying to change my clothing because, like I say, I'm not as active in the way of fighting, and I'm changing my fighting habits. I mentioned my tools are starting to change. There's things I'm changing, and but there's a reason for it, and I'm trying to make people think. When you think, I can work with you. I can't work with idiots. I can't work with stupid people. You hear me talk about stupid people. I'm really disrespectful towards stupid people. Yes, I am. What does a stupid person have to? What can they say or do that that can help either one of us or both of us? It doesn't happen that way. When stupid people they're stupid. You don't listen to stupid people. You think, but you don't want to look like a stupid person. So at least start it off by an appearance of being respectful. This Mike, NoStressMike.com.